Morning everyone! Welcome back to Let's Play Factorio with both mods. This is episode 82 and this is probably our last episode because we are setting up the launch. We should have a satellite ready. And I don't see a satellite. Oh no, we're waiting for basic accumulators. Everything else should be ready for the satellite. We actually have things ready for almost 2 satellites. I should probably stop the requester. Yeah, those requests are completely unnecessary. Oh, sorry, other than basic accumulators. Okay, so let's just copy the requests after all. And just let's clear all the requests except basic accumulators. Every other request can go. So all this stuff should go away. So this is completely full. And I'm just going to put that in a chest because it should go into the rocket launch. So right now we're mostly waiting for speed modules because I have not made any in advance. The only thing I made in advance is rocket fuel and I guess concrete. No wait, do I even need concrete for anything? No, so I needed the concrete to make a silo. I don't need concrete now anymore. Okay, so let's get this. So this is super slow, okay, because we don't have enough contacts. I guess. It would be kind of sad if it turned out that we actually lack a bit of gold to actually have the launch. That's a bad idea to even activate that without full set of gold modules. I guess I'll steal some of the gold modules from this stuff. I don't really need that all that much here. I'm going to need gold modules on the other side much more. Yeah, let's just get the full set of ghost modules here, and after that I can just set some ghost modules on the other side as well. So, yeah, that's fine. You're almost full. Come on, just a few more. Yeah, so everything is limited by module contacts right now, apparently. And that's the last of the ghost modules I need. Good. So it's all connected. Now I can just wait. I think, unless, which is a possibility, I run out of gold before that ends and I have to go and hunt for some more gold, which is going to be very difficult because gold is very rare. Imagine that. So it might actually be a good time to start talking about conclusions. What the hell? I don't have steel? What? Really? I don't have steel of all the things. I was pretty sure I would have... Oh! Okay. I guess I need to go and check what the hell is going on with steel. Okay, so I kind of want the conclusion of the episode, and on the other hand, if this is going to turn out that I'm going to make a big conclusions episode, and then it's going to be like 2 more hours of gameplay, because... okay, apparently that's fine. The bots are just lazy. There's a lot of contacts. I'm just going to put an extra here just to make sure that it happens faster. And yeah, I'm just going to speed you up and put more gold modules into you. Come on, bots. Why you no gold module? Because you don't have effectivity circuit board. I'm still not convinced that effectivity is a word. Okay, I should stop researching stuff. Or I could research something that yeah, whatever. I should probably speed it up if I stop researching. Okay, what's up with effectivity? How is it even a thing? You don't have... Wait, what don't you have? Basic module board. What the hell is this here? Like, what is this? Like, inserters are not fast enough? Or like, what the hell? I mean, they're coming here. Like, it's not like... Is it that they can't be fed fast enough? No, you just need 1 every 2.5 seconds divided by however fast you are. Well, I guess this is the level 6 assembly machine with 6 modules. Every one of them has speed plus 40%. So it's crazy fast. And this is level 1 god modules. It's going to be massive pain in the ass to actually set up the full high level god modules. Like, this is full. I can't speed it anymore except by adding robots. Anyway, let's take a look at steel situation. Because apparently we have a steel shortage. So yeah, so much for, oh my god, I'm going to have an episode when I actually talk about the campaign and make conclusions. No, apparently not. I'll fix steel first, and once I figure out what's wrong with steel, I mean, I can just talk a lot. Really? You cannot smell steel fast enough? Oh well. I guess I'll just go to God modularize all of you. Okay, so why not sending more steel? I'm just going to set up some steel chests, just so you can provide some steel. For the launch. Okay, I'm just going to assume this works. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to feel mildly embarrassed, but only mildly. It's always a possibility. I'm just going to... Yeah, so let's just talk. What about this campaign? So the first thing that came out of the first thing that inspired this campaign was that I finally figured out how to make this Factorio look less depressing. And now that I look at other people playing Factorio, which I don't often do because it looks depressing, I don't think this is even that great of a game to watch. I'd say like the best game to watch on YouTube is probably Civ 5. But then again, I mostly play Civ 5, which is like those two facts are not unconnected. And it's not like Civ 5 is my favorite game to play. It's my I've said this is the most like watchable game because of the ratio of actually fun action to stuff that doesn't look good. Like, for example, debugging this base, like for example, planning this base. Planning this base is fun, but you don't visually see anything. Like, it's a plan, it's in somebody's mind. So planning a base doesn't look as anything, and debugging a base is like trying to figure out it's also happening in somebody's mind. So it doesn't actually look like anything, and also like this game has depressing colors without a mod. So yes, so this was the first thing that actually came out of it, or the other way around. What the hell? Oh, these are the basic furnaces, that's super slow. Sure, I'm just going to upgrade you. I don't really need to, but I might as well. Yes, so that's the obvious thing. And the second thing that came out of this campaign... what? Advanced copper processing with cobalt oxide? Oh, interesting. Maybe I should be doing that, like ages ago. Think if I get any cobalt. Okay, that's something I mean, if I ever play that again anytime soon. I mean, if I play that ever again in like in a year or something, it's going to be very different. What the hell is... okay, copper is here. As you can see, like, I bitched about a lot of things during this campaign. So, one thing that came out of this campaign is my blog post containing a lot of bitching, which I know the devs read. So, maybe some of this bitching is going to be solved in next versions. Probably not all of this. Like, whenever you just have a long list of things that you kind of vaguely want to do, some of them are going to be, like, not much the vision of what the game is going to be. Or, like, maybe much more difficult to implement than it seems. Like, I mean, the things I'm writing are just, like, my impressions. And the things I'm saying are my impressions. It's not like there's any facts, like, massive factual basis what I'm saying. I can do some random math here and there, but, like, mostly, these are my impressions, and they might be, well, different than other people's impressions, and that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong about that. But yeah, some of the things, like for example, having an upgrade planner. I never actually talked about upgrade planner. We should have a blueprint that you can just mark whether you want to upgrade it. And the bots will just upgrade the things. And the other thing I did not mention is that, like, oh yes, so the next version I've heard that first we get a blueprint book, we get some kind of a search. So if you cannot find, for example, let's say I cannot find diamond axe for some reason, there's going to be some kind of a text box that I could use to actually get diamond access. Which is really good for mods, and actually, like, if Bob's mods properly sorted things into proper categories, that would be less of a problem slightly, but I don't think I had this vanilla, but vanilla has just, like, what, 4 categories, and mod has, like, wait, it's just like 10. I think there's 11 category of void, but that doesn't show in this here. It just only shows in some production. So, okay, let's get rid of this stuff. Okay, so that's fully upgraded. I didn't actually get to, like, high-level modules or anything. Okay, so that's fine, so I'm just going to go back to the launch side and see how are we progressing. So yes, so this bitching, actually, I say possibly good things are going to come out of it. Sometimes, like, having outside perspective, like, which just says what they feel about this. Critically, like, just the details, why things don't could be better and so on. Sometimes it helps devs, sometimes it doesn't. Like, so hard to say if that's gonna make much difference. I hope it will. I hope things are going to improve, and some of those things may actually be moddable. Right now, I don't think mods can do anything about that. Why aren't we getting more steel? Okay, apparently this is the bottleneck and not that one here. That's completely full. Okay, I'm just going to... Sure, research something. Okay, I'm not bothered by that at all, because I should have infinite amount of rocket fuel. I'm kinda bothered by this because there's no buffer for that stuff. Yeah, if there was like filtered storage, like I say, filtered storage is probably the biggest thing. Anyway, let's ignore the things about Factorio and just speak about this campaign. So this campaign, you can see that I wanted to do some terraforming. This is all my terraforming. This is the terraforming. This terraforming mod is just too weak. I thought I would just be able to, let's say, do something that I could just, like, let's say, cover like a small lake easily. Like, this is just massive pain for no very little value. So no, I don't actually. It's just not good enough to make much use out of it. Okay, do you have a satellite? Oops, I've just finished something. I'm not going to finish the entire tree, but I'm just going to do some of the stuff. Okay, what's up? You're still waiting for this. Didn't I just give you massive amount of steel? We have massive amount of steel. Let's get this steel into those just quick. Okay, so one thing I could do is I could just add more requester chests. That would speed up the thing slightly. Let's get 2 more requester chests. This campaign was basically inspired by a trains campaign. So I had a trains campaign where I tried to use a lot of trains, and as you can see there was 0 trains here, and for reasons. Well, the reason is that my previous campaign, which showed that trains are not very good in Factorio, to put it very mildly. Can I put modules into this? I can put modules into this! Wow, that is so nice! That's actually going to, what, reduce the production or what? No idea. Let's actually take a look. What's gonna happen? No, we still need 10. Okay, I don't think that actually did anything. But it's 34%, that's really nice. So this is 1/3 done. So let's get more modules. So in the trains campaign I wanted to have, instead of having a main bus, which basically everybody does, I wanted to have a main train which would go around the base, and every wagon, so every carriage would have different products. So there will be carriage for iron ore, there will be carriage for like copper ore, there will be carriage for barreled oil, there will be carriage for basically all the things. One carriage per thing. And there will be a bunch of them, and every site which needed something would just unload those wagons and load some other wagons, and that would just basically be how the base would go. It would be a loop on the base. That was crazy. I figured out very early in the campaign this is completely not viable. By the way, this was not on YouTube or anything, this was before I even made my first video on YouTube, like a year ago or something. But yeah, I felt inspired from there. So I thought maybe, okay, this was completely crazy and not viable for many reasons, but let's think about something that's somewhat less ambitious, but still somewhat ambitious. Yeah, 41%, that's gonna happen quite fast. We have a satellite. So we can cancel the request. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Probably should cancel this as well. Or you can wait, that just don't request anything anymore. Yeah, so I thought about like something like less ambitious, and the less ambitious thing was just, okay, so I'm just going to have, instead of having one wagon or one carriage per product, which, to be honest, yeah, that's an overkill, that's a massive overkill, and it's not going to work with within Factorio mechanics. Let's say I just dump everything into trains, and then undump that and sort that on arrival. So I would have a station which just gets all the stuff. Instead of having a separate station for like iron ore, separate station for anything, no, everything, station for everything. And after that, I would have a sorting loop that sorts everything out and gets all the relevant things. So this is basically the idea. So so if there was like a station here, and this sorting loop next to a station, so I don't actually have to use robots, because I would say most people who use trains also spam robots like hell, and okay, this campaign was full of robots, but not like in vanilla I don't use robots generally much, because you don't have to. You can use belts for pretty much all of the stuff. I mean, just some personal robots are fine, but like the amount of robots I had to use here, because the wiring would be ridiculously difficult. So that was my plan. Just train station into sorting loop, and from sorting loop to various parts of factory. So let's say I have a train here, and it would get all the ores, which is basically 2 of them. But just take the ores and coal and sort them, and have a small forge, and then get smelted products into the next train, or into some train. So basically every train would just carry everything, and every station would just have smart inserters getting what it wants, getting it onto one belt, sorting this out, and getting things out back to the train. So there'll be like a train loop, but it wouldn't have a specific one product per carriage, because that's just ridiculous and completely unviable. It would just use sorting loops next to every station. And they would have different sizes. There would be sorting loops for, you know, some small ones, big ones. So that was my plan. I don't know if that's viable. Probably not, because the trains are so underpowered and belts are so overpowered in this game. Like, every time I try to use trains, I would say, like, to be honest, belt would be better. I don't think there was any case where a train would be even close to being as good as a belt. And, like trains are just garbage. Like, they're so underpowered. I mean, they look fun, but there's no value in trains. Like, none whatsoever, not even one shred of value. And just use belts every time. Yeah, but the idea of sorting loop stayed, because I mean, I didn't even get there. I ended up with just a few simple trains with 1 product in, 1 product out, or 2 products in, 2 products out. And this time I tried 3 different sorting loops, and now I can tell you that sorting loops are not good enough. They sound cool, they look cool, they enable some cool designs. So for example, with all the different kinds of ores, I can get all the ores here, but even with very high speed, okay, this is just level 4 belt, this is not level 5 belts, but this is not fast enough. I had to just have all those bypasses. This is an iron bypass, I have a tin bypass on the other side, I have a separate sorting loop. It's like a sorting subloop. Okay, so this is actually a good example of what I wanted. So let's say there were gems in the game, which there weren't in my vanilla game, obviously. This would be a train station. We just unpack all the gems by smart inserters like that from the carriages, and then they will sort them out. So that's how it would look like. This would be basically a train station. This would be the carriage. Would take all the gems, and after, like, next to a station would be a sorting loop. This is the kind of things I wanted to do, and that would just go into the next station, or maybe back to the same station. So this would be a station, and that would just take this wherever that actually wanted to go. And the station would also request like iron and carbide and so on. So all those things would also go to a station, also be processed, and the outputs would go back. That was the plan. In practice, it doesn't work very well for many reasons. How I'm going? 71%. That's actually pretty nice. So yes. So if you want to make a sorting loop, I mean, it looks cool. I would say it looks cool. I'm kind of biased here, obviously, because I designed this sorting loop, but I would say it is a cool design. Unfortunately, this is not a very efficient design, so, well, I'm really surprised that the final limiting problem is steel and not anything else. Okay, let's get all the steel and insert in all those places so they produce things faster. Wait, is it steel or is it inserters? Maybe inserters are actually a problem. And let's get all the copper, and I actually don't have much copper. So yeah, so that's my plan. So what do I feel about this campaign? It's kind of annoying that there was so much disorganization here, and like in terms of mistakes, I messed up the energy, like oil and coal budget. There were many problems with the game not being very friendly to debugging, so if you have any problems, the game doesn't make it easy to figure them out and fix them. I mean, the figuring out the problems is usually the key in one case, and that's upgrading the belts. Even if you know the problem, it's just such a mess to actually fix it. Or if you know that oil is a problem, it's not easy to fix it. And I kind of like try to give myself enough upgrade space, so I like, if you see here, like, there's a lot of spacing between different parts. I mean, maybe not the energy stuff. Oh my god, it looks horrible. I guess I tried to like not build over any ores, which might be a mistake. I don't know. I don't see any. What the hell is this? That's a strange ore. I have no idea. Like, it cannot be alien ore because it's too big and there's too many of them. I'm not sure what kind of ore is this. Probably nothing important if I left so much of it. That's a strange. Anyway, it doesn't even matter. One of the less important ores. Oh, this looks cool. Preparing. Good. Nice. Okay, so we're almost done. I almost finished the research tree. I could just, wait for like 2 more hours and just like finish everything. Just keep the game running. And we can actually launch. I'm just going to summarize this. I would say I had fun. As this was also my longest series on YouTube. It was 80-second episode, which is probably longer than my puzzle quest. And in case of puzzle quest, I was pretty strict about having 25 minutes or so episodes. In this case, the average episode is probably like more like 35 minutes, or maybe some of them were probably over like 50, maybe even. No, probably not many, but a few of them were like 40 minutes or more. Which means that this was probably like about half longer than my second longest series, and I would say Puzzle Quest is probably too long to play in one go. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do another campaign anytime soon. Once Factorio comes out and there's going to be new mods and stuff, I'm probably going to, but like not for quite a while longer. So I really like that there were no bugs. I really liked the colors. I mostly liked Bob's mods. Some of the things are kind of silly, like for example the gems, like, didn't use any of that stuff. And the fact that, for example, the colors, like what are the colors? And the organization here is kind of weird, so, for example, the reports are here, but the level 1 report is here, so, I should probably just shut up and just send the patches to Bob. That'd probably be better. I'm not the kind of shutting up person, as you can see. I just recorded a series when I was just talking for 82 episodes. Okay, it wasn't just recorded a series. I started like a month ago, 2 months ago or something. So yes, so let's actually launch this, and after that I invite you to my next campaign, whatever that's gonna be. Probably not Factorio anytime soon, but eventually maybe. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next series. Yeah, 43 hours of talking. As you can see, I talk a lot, and I killed 85 rocks. I am like a rock murderer. Anyway, yeah, so that's it. So bye bye.